BiomedRx Optimum Woman is the only woman's high-potency full-spectrum multiple vitamin supplement to contain 56 nutrients, including those most important for today's woman, such as calcium for bone health, iron for healthy red blood cells, beta-carotene, biotin for nail and hair health, gamma-linoleic acid from evening primrose oil, octasanol, grapeseed extract, a potent antioxidant important for maintaining capillary strength, and vegetarian digestive enzyme. Visit www.biomedrxsupplements.com.
Gold label quality BiomedRx CBD oil is made from organic hemp that is locally grown, glyphosate-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, homogenized, third-party tested, and CO2 extracted. Visit www.biomedrxcbd.com.
Hi, this is Devin Lockett, the president of Job Site Route. As the son of a general contractor, I know how difficult it can be to get good food on the job site. And letting your construction workers leave the job site to buy lunch just takes valuable time away from them being on the site. I've developed an app and a program that will bring a steady stream of food trucks to your job sites every month for the low price of only $100 per month per site. That comes up to about $3 per day to have a steady stream of food trucks coming to your job sites all day, every working day. You can also contact the food trucks ahead of time and pre-order your food from the menu on our app. This saves valuable time for your construction workers and for you. It also sends a variety of delicious food served on Southern California food trucks to your job sites all day. When you think about it, it only makes sense to join the Job Site Route Network.
Good afternoon. How's everybody doing? Hi, happy Saturday. Thank you for joining me I got a few things I'd like to discuss. Yes, thank you very much. I hope everybody's having a great weekend. I hope everybody's having a happy weekend, very restful weekend. It's peaking over 100 degrees here in Southern California, but I guess somehow we've gotten used to it. My son and I do a lot of working out, and we go to the gym. We go to the sauna a lot. So I imagine that probably has something to do with why we can take the heat. We just came out to get a little bit of fresh air, and I decided, hey, why not make a really good live from the office? So I want to talk to you guys today about how to maximize the power of your dreams. Dreams are very important, even if you don't remember them, okay? Dreaming is very important. It's a very important part of your life. It's a very important part of problem solving, right? Resolving your problems. I make my morning videos when my mind is fresh in the morning. I have the greatest creativity when my mind is fresh, and this is after dreaming. So I want to discuss, like I said, even if you don't remember your dreams, right? During the process of dreaming, you are resolving problems in your life. And so you wake up with solutions, with inspiration. You wake up feeling refreshed, but your psychic connection to the infinite source of knowledge, of all knowledge, is there, okay? And I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit more in depth about this. I know this sounds a little bit, you want to get your tin hats out, right? Your tinfoil hats out, and go ahead on and get them out, because when I finish talking to you about all of the things that I do and that I know and that I practice here at the BiomedRx Health Center at 751 West Foothill Boulevard in Upland, California, then you may be shocked and or intrigued. So let's take this systematically. Supplements that can help you, okay? I would recommend, of course, I'm not here to sell, my own products, right? Of course, you can buy BiomedRx Brain Boost and Omega 8060, but this isn't a commercial. This is me talking to you, right? You're going to see commercials just because it's one of my videos. I'm going to have an opportunity to sell you things. You can look at the bottom of the screen and see I'm selling you stuff. But monatomic gold, also known as ORMUS, ORMUS. That's orbitally reorganized monoatomic substances or something like that. Such as this brand is, like I said, I don't like pushing products or brands, but I'm going to show you what I take. Harmonic, Energizer, Ethereum Gold, Focus Brain. Okay. Monatomic gold helps the two hemispheres of the brain to work more in cohesion with each other. In other words, to achieve a state of synchronization. The left and right hemispheres of the brain do not necessarily work in synchrony with each other in normal life. Most of the time, you would learn something on one hemisphere of the brain, and then once you've learned it, it would actually move to the other hemisphere of the brain. There are many things that happen only on one side of the brain. The left hemisphere of the brain, for example, is the dominant hemisphere of the brain because the heart is predominantly on the left side of the body, and therefore the left hemisphere of your brain naturally receives more blood and more oxygen, more circulation. And everyone's left hemisphere is bigger than the right. That's just the way it is. And I'm going to discuss what that actually means, okay? When you're born, the hemispheres of your brain are naturally going to be more symmetrical because you were formed in perfect symmetry while you were in the womb. Yeah, go ahead, hit the like, and, all of that stuff. And therefore, your little heart, right, is just starting to pump. Okay, so the optimal, the primary frequency at which the young brain operates is 7 hertz, around 7 hertz in theta. So during those first 6 or 7 years, the brain does not have a critical faculty. You're operating in theta and you're actually being programmed. So it's very important to be careful of what you expose children to, especially children under the age of 7 or 8. Okay? Because these are the scripts that they're going to live throughout their lives. Having said that, once we develop the critical faculty around 7 or 8 years old, that also happens to be around the time when the pumping of the heart starts to create the differentia between the size of the left and the size of the right hemispheres of the brain. So we can safely presume that the critical faculty is on the dominant side of the brain, or the left hemisphere of the brain. Okay? The subconscious is in both hemispheres of the brain, and the subconscious is actually 90% of what motivates us in our daily lives. The conscious mind is just preoccupied paying attention to what's going on and making sure we don't run red lights and such. Now, certain things can happen that cause the subconscious mind to be in a state of distress. And if you don't actually seek to resolve them, either through your own erudition, reading and learning and processing, or through talking to someone in therapy, or through, some people take LSD and dimethyltryptamine and other substances. No judgment. This is a head shop. This is a brain shop here. In order to achieve this state, in order to resolve their issues, and those, from what I understand, those methods are effective. But what I'm teaching you right now are drug-free, okay? Drug-free methods. Now, in addition to monatomic gold, I'm not saying you have to take this brand. You can take any brand you want, right? But just try it. Understand that it will open up it will enhance your sense of intuition. If you are a believer in psychic powers at all, you will find that your psychic abilities will improve greatly when you take monatomic gold. It takes a couple of weeks, actually about 10 days, for it to build up in your system. So take it regularly, okay? I tend to take the capsule, break it open because it's in powder form, and I sprinkle it under my tongue. And then I'm going to pull a Tariq Nasheed here and put a little lip balm on right here on camera. And I usually, while I have it sitting under my tongue, I add a little bit of colloidal silver, okay? This is 100 parts per million. It's pretty powerful, colloidal silver. It's a little late in the day for me to take it now. Some people take it twice a day. They say that it gives them an energy boost, a boost of mental clarity in the afternoon. I understand that. I prefer to let the crash come. The crash is going to come around 3. If you take it in the morning, about 8 in the morning, it's going to crash around 3, 4 in the afternoon. I like to enjoy the crash so that I can get some very profound sleep. So, number 1, monatomic gold. Number 2, I want to talk about haritaki. Haritaki is the dried pulp of the fruit from the Terminalia chibula plant. It's also called Kadukai podi in India. It is the active ingredient in about 65% of all Ayurvedic medications coming out of India and Nepal. It is a very good, it does a lot of things. It's a very good cleanser. It cleanses the digestive tract. It cleanses the brain. It decalcifies the pineal gland, and this is what I really want to stress. Haritaki, right? Kadukai podi. It is the very bitter powder, right? I suggest you buy it if you want to buy it. Buy it on eBay, Amazon. Buy it from India. I'm not going to recommend any particular brands, but I have demonstrated on the BiomedRx TV channel. I actually have some here at the BiomedRx Health Center, how to take it. You take a cup of your favorite beverage. You fill your mouth about halfway with it, and you dump a little haritaki into your mouth. Don't swish it because it's very bitter, and just swallow the whole thing. It keeps you from having to taste the haritaki or have it touch the sides of your mouth. So haritaki increases the...
Even superheroes and supermodels need a daily dose of nutrients to help make life more super. BiomedRx Supplements is making it easy to get exactly what you need. From kids to seniors, they've got something for everyone. Pretty cool, right? Check out their products at BiomedRxSupplements.com.
You see, I didn't have to sell you on anything, right? Because my videos, they do that. Anyway, haritaki increases the percentage of oxygen, thank you, in your blood 200 to 300%, maybe some say 400%, but it definitely increases the oxygen in your brain, makes you feel better, and it gives you lucid dreams, okay? Haritaki is known for producing lucid dreams. I hope you're taking notes, okay? And as far as any other substances, I can't really recommend because people's digestive tracts are different. But if there was, I would say cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper is a good cleanser for the colon and the digestive tract, and it also makes you dream. Okay, now those are substances. What are the practices that I would say you should do that would enhance the power of your dreams? Keep a dream journal. Try to remember or jot down the things as much as you can when you wake up. I know it's kind of hard to do that if you have to turn on a lamp and then have to try to get back to sleep. Some people keep a candle next to the bed so that you can just write it and worry about your handwriting at a different time. A lot of times I use a sketch pad for my dream journal because I use my dreams in order to inspire my artwork from time to time. And I can also write in it, right, when I wake up. Technologies that you can use at home. Before I get into neurofeedback, you already know about neurofeedback. I do neurofeedback here. Neurofeedback is EEG biofeedback. It is the electronic method of using an electroencephalograph to return the brain to its natural balance. Neurofeedback definitely improves your ability to sleep, the depth of your sleep, the quality of your sleep, and therefore the quality of your dream experience. I also recommend that you look into the devices that are produced by Mind Alive. My friend David Seaver up in Canada. And I'm not even getting paid for this. This isn't a paid plug. I'm just telling you this. Go to mindalive.com and you can find brain entrainment devices. I use the Mind Alive David Delight Pro as well as the Alert. And there are settings that are designed for brain boosting, increasing your brain power, ADD and learning, energizing, mood boosting, sleep, and meditation. There are those are just the categories, and each category has 5 protocols within it. So there are 25 protocols that come with the device, and then there are an additional 5 protocols that are open that you can program yourself if you get optional software sold separately. The most, I think, powerful aspect of the Mind Alive devices is what we call CES, or cranial electrotherapy stimulation. When you do CES, you attach ear clips to your ears that deliver a very mild pulse, which is calibrated in frequency as well as waveform. This is a very sophisticated electronic device, biomedical device, that deliver a pulse to your earlobes. In other words, we're actually delivering a mild DC current pulse to the brain, and in a variety of frequencies. Like I said, the waveforms are calibrated as well. This stimulates the brain to produce norepinephrine, epinephrine, and most importantly, serotonin. Serotonin is a very important endorphin that controls it affects your self-esteem, your feeling of belonging in the world, and your ability to recognize other people's emotions by their facial expressions. So serotonin is very important. So now, without spending the money, buying this device or buying a device from Mind Alive, you can get yourself a good set of stereo headphones. Use those stereo headphones to listen to binaural beats. I have a video on the BiomedRx TV channel, I believe, here on YouTube, that discusses Bob Monroe, Mr. Bob Monroe, and binaural beats, okay? Binaural beats are formed when you play two frequencies in either ear that are very close in frequency, but not exactly the same frequency. In other words, if you were, I'm giving you an explanation. If you were walking down the street and a car came by playing music, or a motorcycle, we get that a lot, right? You just heard a motorcycle ride by here, playing music really loud. Music would kind of sound normal while the motorcycle was headed toward you, and then as the motorcycle went away, not only would the frequency gradually slow down, the frequency of the music, of the rhythm, but the tone of the music would go down. The same thing would happen if someone drove by you honking the horn. You could hear ba ba, right? Because as the car is moving away, the sound waves are coming to you at increasingly greater periods of time, which is attenuating and reducing the frequency of the sound and lowering the tone. We all understand that. You hear in stereo. This part of the human condition. It's a survival mechanism. You hear with two ears. So when there are two tones played in either ear that are close but not exactly the same tone, then the brain is going to try to integrate that and interpret that as, okay, well, this is just the same sound, but it's just coming very quickly from the left or from the right direction. During that process, you are going to hear a wavering tone, which is between the two tones that are being played into the ear. That wavering tone is called a binary beat. If you play two different tones in either ear that are, say, 7 hertz apart, then the binaural beat that will be created in the brain as an electrical signal will be 7 hertz. In other words, you will be able to induce a 7 hertz frequency to the brain. 7 hertz is within the theta range, right? So you would actually be able to access someone's subconscious that way. That's a very good way. Alpha theta neurofeedback is a very good way to access the subconscious. You could wake someone up by playing two different frequencies or creating a binaural beat that was at 12 hertz. Now, if you look up binaural beats here on YouTube, you're going to find a lot of videos that, I mean, there are binaural beats to put you to sleep, wake you up, help you focus and concentrate, help you study. There are binaural beats that actually imitate the effects of almost every drug. Okay? Now, on the subject of binaural beats, I'm also undergoing the gateway process, which is a process that was designed and created, produced by Mr. Bob Monroe, the guy who invented binaural beats, and the Monroe Institute. I highly recommend visiting the Monroe Institute YouTube channel and check out the videos by Bob Monroe, especially those in the playlist entitled Wednesdays with Bob Monroe. Okay, so listen to binaural beats. There are binaural beat frequencies that actually can help you have lucid dreams. They're there to, I want you guys to see more of the design behind me, so I don't mind showing you my bald head, that are designed to provoke lucid dreams. I mean, there are binaural beats that are designed to provoke hands-free orgasms, believe it or not. But the gateway experience, and I'm going to do another video either on this channel or one of the other Devin Lockett channels about the gateway experience, because the gateway experience are a set of binaural beats that are designed to enable one to achieve an out-of-body experience at will, to be able to exit from your body. There are spies, and as well as police officers, as well as detectives, called remote viewers, and they actually help the police. There are people who can actually see through walls, for example, and this is a learned skill, but it is a discipline. And like any discipline with the brain, you have to do repeated training and close interval, right? So I am working on the audio files from the gateway process. Just as a sidebar, I have not achieved an out-of-body state as of yet. I have yet to achieve an out-of-body state. However, I have been noticing changes in my oneness.
Gold label quality BiomedRx CBD oil is made from organic hemp that is locally grown, glyphosate-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, homogenized, third-party tested, and CO2 extracted. Visit www.biomedrxcbd.com.
But I have, like I said, I have not achieved an out-of-body. Thank you. I have not achieved an out-of-body state as of yet, but I have achieved what is called a thought bubble. A thought bubble is what occurs when your consciousness is first of all consolidated in the fact that the hemispheres of your brain are working more in synchrony with each other, and your consciousness is actually able to tap in to the knowledge of the universe, and you'll find yourself kind of intuitively knowing things. You will also find a greater sense of intuition when you take monatomic gold, and the combination of monatomic gold while doing the gateway process is phenomenal. Okay. And monatomic gold is also good to do while you're doing synchrony neurofeedback. At this particular time, I train myself, my son and I, we train ourselves at 50 hertz synchrony, and it's the peak performance zone, the peak performance training zone. It's high gamma. The high gamma training zone, the high gamma frequency zone is known as the zone of problem solving, conflict resolution. It's great. It's great to be able to practice that. So where was I? Now we're going to get into, we went Harataki, monatomic gold, neurofeedback, cranial electrotherapy stimulation, binaural beats. Hydration is very, very important. I can't begin to stress how important it is to be well hydrated. Oxygenation of your brain is very important, so you have to exercise. I can't make life easy for you. I can only show you the way that I do it, and the way that I do it involves a lot of stoicism. It involves a lot of grit. So I put forth a lot of effort to be deliberately in the shape that I am in, especially for my age, right? So good health and exercise is definitely a part of it. If you want to sleep well, all I can say is swim. If you're lucky enough to know how to swim, and you're lucky enough to have access to a gym that has a pool, okay, then I highly recommend getting your ass in the gym, swimming some laps, getting out, and sweating in the sauna. Okay? Now, you have to purify your body. That means no alcohol and no drugs. Stay away from this shit. Just be honest with you. If you want to maximize the power of your brain, you have to consider your brain sacred. And therefore, you have to definitely treat your body like a temple, and definitely treat your brain like a temple. You have to, all right, if you're really serious about doing this. Okay, I take dimethyl sulfoxide in liquid form. It's only in liquid form, under the tongue, with zinc, iodine, magnesium, and DMSO. Zinc, iodine, magnesium, yes, and dimethyl sulfoxide together in droppers under the tongue in the morning. Okay, follow that with as much water as you can drink, right? Try to drink, a couple of big cups of water. Okay, get yourself well hydrated. While you're in a sauna, you will find that you sweat much more profusely, and this is very cleansing. So even if you don't work out lifting weights or doing any other thing, get in the pool, swim. You will sleep much more profoundly, and sauna, and purify your body, because purification of the body is really strengthening of the soul, right? Back in my party days, I used to, wake up having fun with my friends, and kind of having that hangover feeling, and feeling, if I had to describe it, right? Because as an artist, right, especially as a painter and sculptor, you learn how to feel and how to describe what you're feeling, right? If I had to describe that feeling of waking up after partying, I would say it feels like your part of your soul was faded, right? And as you cleanse yourself physically, then your soul becomes more solid and more enriched, and it becomes stronger and more powerful. Now, your soul may be suffering, so there may be things to work out, but you want to keep yourself whole so that you can feel your way through that. This is what you want to do. This is how you're optimizing the effectiveness of your dreams. Okay, so now you've gotten yourself physically exhausted, you've purified your body, you drink a lot of water, you take haritaki, you take a little monatomic gold, and when it's time to go to bed, you take a little DMSO with magnesium and melatonin. Melatonin is very good for helping you to sleep. Another really good neurotransmitter is the amino acid L-tryptophan. Sometimes it's kind of hard to find L-tryptophan. I believe a few years ago, somebody made a bad batch and put it out into the public or some shit. But L-tryptophan, as well as melatonin, are really good neurotransmitters. I don't like to advertise brands, but there is one that was called Knockouts. I do remember that. Knockouts, and I think it had tryptophan as well as melatonin in it. It was very good. Take these, get to sleep, get to bed as early as you can. Listen to binaural beats, especially the binaural beats that address sleeping and dreaming, lucid dreaming. There, you can find them on YouTube. You have to listen to them through headphones. I highly recommend the kind that cover your ears. Don't put those little shits inside your ear. Don't do that. That's not good for you. I mean, people are going to find out in the future how damaging those earbuds were to their eardrums. And then there's going to be class action lawsuits and whatever. Just don't get into it. Your hearing is something that could fade as you get older. My father suffered hearing loss because he was a carpenter. Rest my father, rest his soul. He suffered hearing loss in the later years of his life because he was grinding saws and listening, working in conditions with loud equipment. And you don't want to do that. You don't want that occupational hazard. So get a good set of headphones that cover your ears. Listen to some binaural beats. Get good sleep. Get your nourishment. Eat well. Get your exercise. Take some haritaki. Take some melatonin. Take some monatomic gold. And keep a dream journal. I prefer to keep mine in the form of a sketch pad, right? a drawing pad. So I have the freedom to either write or draw or, record images. You can also, if you want to, keep a little recording device, little audio recording device. I don't suggest you get into the habit of looking at your cell phone when you wake up, because it makes it hard to get back to sleep with that light blasting in your eyes. But I want you to think about these things, and I want you to try them, because sleep is important. Dreaming is really important. Really, it really is. It's a lot more important than people think. The ability to process thoughts, the ability to process problems, the ability to process concepts and to work yourself through challenges and situations, especially for a lone wolf such as myself, a maverick such as myself, right? Because I live without a support system, and I accomplish without a support system. So, when you are counting on your tool of survival, which is your gray matter, your mind, to survive, then it is very important to maximize on all of the things that are available to you in order to achieve the results that you want. So that's really about it. That's all I wanted to share with you. Thank you very much. I'm going to go live again probably from my painting studio at home, or I may actually do a painting in my studio day at home tomorrow. So that'll be the next step. But I want to thank you for watching me. I appreciate it. Stay kind, because kind is not only the new sexy, kind is the only sexy. Stay blessed and stay healthy. And if I remember anything that I forgot here, which I don't think I did, I knew I should have taken notes, but I figured, no, I know so much about this maximizing dreams stuff that I can do it off the cuff. And so I did do it off the cuff. I think I covered everything. Like I said, you want to see more, watch more, right? Thanks for joining. Hit the like button, share, hit the bell for notification of new videos. I want everyone to stay kind, because
BiomedRx Optimum Woman is the only woman's high-potency full-spectrum multiple vitamin supplement to contain 56 nutrients, including those most important for today's woman, such as calcium for bone health, iron for healthy red blood cells, beta-carotene, biotin for nail and hair health, gamma-linoleic acid from evening primrose oil, octasanol, grapeseed extract, a potent antioxidant important for maintaining capillary strength, and vegetarian digestive enzymes. Visit www.biomedrxsupplements.com.
Yes. Just in case, I was cut off on my information. Just in case I forgot to mention, when you take your melatonin and tryptophan, take it with haritaki as well as magnesium. Magnesium is a very good stress reliever, and the magnesium, especially if you take it with a little dimethyl sulfoxide, is really going to help you get some good, profound sleep, some really good sleep. So that was it. I hope you really enjoy it. I hope you pay attention to what I'm suggesting here, and I hope you really follow the BiomedRx lifestyle, the Devin Lockett lifestyle. What I've been trying to show you, it's a state of robust good health, right? Maximum mental, physical, emotional, cognitive performance, maximum function of your internal organs, maximum health for your skeletal system and your muscular system, and just an overall, sense of good health, and not only good performance but peak performance, right? Peak performance. We don't just want to be healthy. We want to be superhuman, and I want to help you reach that, and I really mean that. I'm serious. I really mean that. I feel so good that sometimes I feel guilty about feeling this good, and so I want to share this because I want everyone to understand how it feels to enjoy this state of health. And I think my son Kai can attest to that as well. He's enjoying a nice nap here in the BiomedRx Health Center. So that means it's time for us to head out. We're going to head on home. Thank you guys for joining me once again without being interrupted. Stay kind, because kind is not only the new sexy, kind is the only sexy. Stay blessed and stay healthy. I will see you on the flip flop. Have a wonderful weekend. Peace.
Gold label quality BiomedRx CBD oil is made from organic hemp that is locally grown, glyphosate free, gluten free, non-GMO, homogenized, third-party tested, and CO2 extracted. Visit www.biomedrxcbd.com.
BiomedRx Optimum Woman is the only woman's high-potency full-spectrum multiple vitamin supplement to contain 56 nutrients, including those most important for today's woman, such as calcium for bone health, iron for healthy red blood cells, beta-carotene, biotin for nail and hair health, gamma-linoleic acid from evening primrose oil, octasanol, grapeseed extract, a potent antioxidant important for maintaining capillary strength, and vegetarian digestive enzymes. Visit www.biomedrxsupplements.com.